Yeah, good morning. You're welcome to this conversation this morning. This is News Post TV. We have heard about the unknown gunmen in the southeast, and investigations have been. We have verified that some of these unknown gunmen belong to politicians and their vigilante group. There's a report we have this morning that Ifeanyi Ubah's vigilante group in Anambra State have been involved in most atrocities, kidnappings, and killing that is happening in the southeast. Who knows if those 5 soldiers that were killed on May 30th were carried out by these boys of these politicians in the same southeast. IPOB have refuted claims that they are involved in the killings, but now this exposure is bringing us to this information that in the southeast we have people like Ubah and other politicians that are committing atrocities in that region. Let's get a reaction.
Yes, would that been taking you too far? We have seen the crisis that issued when the issue of embargo came up and vigilante, came up, and we have seen the ESN, RPOB, try to bring sanity to the security issues in the entire southeast, and the politicians also coming on with the embargo, and given the development of what has transpired, that a certain politician in the southeast or a vigilante group that is being used, to create uncertainty, to create insecurity in the entire. That's a big revelation, and that was why till today, as ESN can never work with any vigilante group, irrespective of how they are able
They
to.
cannot partner with the government.
Yeah, they don't need to partner with the government because the government cannot be able to protect the people. You see, the police cannot even protect Nigerian citizens. Talk less of the one they are going to they're going to establish that will run according to their will and decisions and direction. Their aim might not be solely, they can be used as to direct attack on a perceived enemy. So, but you look at IPOB structure, the way they structure their own thing, and the way they made it very clearly that ESN, Eastern Security Network, stands for the protection and security of every Biafran wherever they are. And we have seen the high level of professionalism in discharging their duties, respectively, and have so far, won the heart of so many Biafrans around the world. But look at embargo. We saw what is happening in the Ebonyi State. And look at how they are able to indirectly, coming from behind to use embargo or whatever they call it, try to create a means, because they know that ESN will checkmate both the politicians and the police and the army being used by the politicians. But they went ahead. What is the effect of embargo? Now nobody's hearing about embargo. But everywhere in the Biafran land, you can see footsteps, legal footsteps, professional footsteps of ESN in all the nooks and crannies of Biafran land. So this revelation tells you that insecurity is being championed and directed to a certain perceived enemy. We see what happened in Abia State, where a certain people, masked men, attacked over 5 soldiers were killed on that very particular place, on that very particular day. And IPOB came out and said, "These are not our trademark. We are not Boko Haram. We are not extremists. We value humanity more than anything. Our own primary aim is to protect Biafrans wherever they are, and make sure that they are not being invaded in any disguise by the Fulani conquest agenda or invasion." And they have maintained that legacy for a very long time. So it means that what happened on May 30 was done to a kind of tarnish the good work Alex Oti is trying to do in Abia State currently now. So linking killings, arson, kidnap for ransom to a politician to have owned a particular vigilante, all in the name of protection or protecting the. But in the other way around, they were doing something that is very, very, very bad. Just like when Bakassi came, we saw how Bakassi was able to chase away criminals that was trying to destroy the economy of the entire Southeast as at that time. But when Bakassi, vigilante begin to derail, the people noticed it and they went after them. Well, immediately the politicians that stepped in, Bakassi becomes another thing entirely. So we are seeing the traces, and they are watching. IPOB have been getting intelligence report on how politicians are using, unscrupulous elements, all that on the disguise of vigilante, to cause and kill Biafrans, all in the name of they want to blame it on IPOB.
To what end? Why will these southeastern politicians want to carry out such venture? What are they trying to achieve in
No,
southeast?
you might not look. You might look at it from that direction that they are not achieving anything. But if you look at it politically, they are being used. They're using such means to discredit a perceived opponent or to create uncertainty or possibly use it, to for corrupt purposes. Yes, it's very possible. You cannot predict them. So, but this revelation, I don't think it should go without thorough investigation and further revelation, because for Ifeanyi to have powered, to have been allegedly powered a certain security to be moving from one place to another, and when there is crisis among the group, they start attacking each other and they will blame it on IPOB. You can see to a very large extent, ever since ESN moved into their own framework, you can see the level of, the way they do their things professionally, meaning that, IPOB is an organized movement and full of people who are intelligent, cerebral, and knows what to do at any particular time. Most of them you see in IPOB are political theorists. They are renowned revolutionaries, and that is why you see the way they do their things. And they have automatically won the heart of many. You can see the sit at home on May 30. Everybody have to sit at home, and they brought tranquility, sanity in the entire Southeast. So all those politicians, whether you are Ifeanyi Ubah, whether you are governor, trying to do all those things, we are documenting it. IPOB is documenting it. But when the time comes, we are going to unveil these mysteries. And anybody that is involved in the killing of fellow Biafrans, other in the name of politics or any other thing, we have his head, at the end of the day, re-examined.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi Chinedu. A certain Eloka has been caught, and also this is according to reports we have a certain Eloka who is behind some of these killings have been held to account, and also their commander is have been engaged as much as we are speaking. It's confirmed that politicians are very, very much responsible for the insecurity in the southeast. They have their vigilante groups that carry out some of these atrocities, kidnappings, and killings. We hope the investigation continues and unveils some of their sponsors. For now, I'm Christian Chico, reporting for News Post TV.